So, Novak Djokovic defeated Hubert Hurkacz in his final group match, but he did drop a set, which means it takes it out of his hands whether he will qualify for the semi-finals. Let's catch up with him in his press conference where he discusses if he will be supporting Jannik Sinner to maybe be taking out Holger Rune so that he can qualify for the semis. He'll also go through the matchup and talk about a little bit of analysis on how he thinks the match will go. And the big return of Rafa Nadal is brought up. And let's hear his thoughts on that too.
Hi Novak, Andrei Pankov, Champion.com. Yesterday Zverev said that he will be number one fan of Medvedev in tomorrow match because he can help him. Yeah, what about you? You will be number one fan of Jannik tonight?
No, I will not be. He's fan. If he wins, I'll qualify. If he doesn't, I'll still finish the season with a win and look to Davis Cup. So that's all I feel now.
Ooh, short, sharp answer there. I like the way he just shot down the reporter there. And not going to be a fan of Jannik Sinner. Doesn't really care who wins this one. Is that the truth? I don't know. Surely he's got to be hoping that Sinner's going to win this match, but I'm willing to admit that he will be supporting him.
Hello, Novak. What does the big champion feel when semifinals doesn't depend on you?
I was focused to win the match, so I did. It's the outcome of tonight's match is in all my hands, so. That's it. You know, I'm really not thinking about it. I'm just thinking about hugging my kids at the moment.
Yeah, very short, sweet answer there from Novak. Can't help but think that he's masking over some true feelings there. Doesn't really want to say how he really feels. I feel that there is some regret that he maybe wasn't able to get it done either against Jannik Sinner or maybe in straight sets against Hurkacz. But yeah, I mean, he's done all he can do. He did win the match, and no doubt, yeah, he just wants to go home to his family. And he's played 3 very long matches. It's no longer in his hands, so yeah, I guess there is nothing he can do. But he's not going to be a fan of Sinner, that's for sure.
You mentioned hugging your kids. Would you? Given that things are up in the air, would you go home tonight and then come back if need be, or do you hang around and watch the match?
They're here, so.
Oh, they're here. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
thought they had school.
They're coming in.
Right.
They're coming in. So yeah.
And what do you do? And do you will you watch tonight or have a nice dinner?
I don't know. It depends on their priority for me now. So. I'll do some recovery and spend time with them, probably go for dinner. So I probably won't see the match, just follow the score.
Yeah, interesting. Not going to watch the match, but understandable. He has said in previous interviews that family is everything for him now, and any second away from them, he wants to be winning tennis matches and tournaments. So he's now got an opportunity to see them. If they're coming in, why not?
Yeah, hi Novak. Looking to the next season, you always find a lot of motivation. We know how important is Serbia for you, so I would like to know if the next season will be thinking about also the Olympic Games, something at least the goal you missed.
Well, the season is not finished yet. I mean, obviously, I still don't know if I'm going to be qualified here, but Davis Cup is next week, so. I really would like to win the Davis Cup with Serbia. You know, that's a goal. You know, next week is an important week for us, for our nation. So we'll do our best. That's where my thoughts are, and then I'll think about the next season.
Yeah, he's always quick to shut down talks about next season. I've noticed that in all of his press conferences. A lot of the press seem to even forget that the Davis Cup is even happening and bypass it, almost like Djokovic would bypass it himself. But he's adamant about this Davis Cup win. It's almost like more at the forefront of his mind, I feel, than even this ATP Finals. I mean, he's speaking so passionately about it. I mean, surely with that sort of mindset, he's going to lead them to victory.
Talking about kids, I think that the feeling that they are chasing you with kids you have here is very strong. Now it's different compare this moment to the past, but in the past at Masters or ATP Finals we have some strange situation, you know, about the history of tennis. So someone decide to win or to lose or something to do. It's not the case for sure because Holger Rune and Yannick Sinner are very, very good and correct players. But which sort of battle do you expect tonight?
Well, I think it's not nice to call them kids because they're not kids. You know, they're all above 18, so then you're officially not a kid anymore. The field is strong. I mean, the generation of Alcaraz, Rune, Sinner is very strong. It's probably the three players that will carry this sport in the future. But, you know, also in the present because they are right at the top of the game, all of them. And of course, it's expected for young players to be hungry, to be motivated, and to constantly look for ways to improve, get stronger, faster, better, so they can beat the players, best players in the world, and clinch some, biggest trophies in the game. What kind of battle do I expect tonight? Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess. I don't know what Yannick is thinking about, but, you know, obviously knowing he has qualified even before he enters to the court, I think it's a big relief. But, you know, knowing him, he's going to try to win every match that he plays. He's playing great. Rune, on the other hand, is playing great too. So, you know, it would be an interesting matchup, you know, because they are, same generation more or less, and they are, big rivals. I think that's the kind of rivalries that we're going to see in the future. I'm sure that, you know, they don't want to lose against each other in any event, particularly this big. So, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, didn't really give an opinion on which way he thought the match would go there, but he doesn't think Sinner's going to tank the match, thinks he'll turn up. He wants to win every match. I'm surprised he didn't mention the Italian crowd. I thought that would be a factor on why he'd think Sinner would definitely not go out there with an intention to lose. But yeah, both players, incredible players.
About rivalry, yesterday Rafa Nadal announced that he's sure he's going to play next year. What are your feeling about it, and what is your feeling about maybe facing one of your greatest rival one more time?
I think it would be nice, you know, for the sport to have at least one more match between Nadal and me. That's the biggest rivalry in terms of the amount of matches played that this sport ever had. So hopefully that can happen. You know, he's a big warrior. He's somebody that really never gives up, and with all the injuries that he had, keeps going. That's definitely something that you have to respect and admire about him and his spirit. So, you know, for the world of tennis, no doubt that it's amazing news that he'll be back.
Definitely kind words there from Djokovic. Class as always. Talking about Rafa and Nadal, I mean, they are the most amazing rivalry, and me included, I would love to see one more matchup between Djokovic and Nadal. We've got to see it one more time. Probably, I've got a feeling it's going to be closer towards the clay court season though than anything else, and if it is, that's when the most epic ones have happened. But that's just a quick roundup of Djokovic's press conference. What did you think of it? Did you think he was a little bit down in the dumps? Do you think that he's just taking everything as it comes right now and feels that he's played his best tennis that he could play at this tournament, and doesn't really have any hard feelings should he not go through? Let me know in the comments section. I want to know what you think about this. And what do you make on his comments about Rafa Nadal? I mean, class as always. Do you think there's any underlying tones there? Or is it just all respect as always from these big players? But if you haven't already, hit a like and subscribe and join us for more tennis action. Can't wait to see it.